go. All right, this is going to be on 3. Billy Hill, Jim D. Grant, you ready? Come on over here, bud. This is going to be a good, walk this way, to your left. Hard left. It's going to be all over Flying Giants. We're going to do our opener. You ready for this?
Gates and Cole, get ready.
All right. All right, folks, again, you got to commit to this. This is the Joe Nall. This is the 40th anniversary, so we're going to do a welcome commensurate to that. On 3, starting from the left. You ready, Jim D? Or the right if you guys stand there. All right, everybody get real quiet. We'll do the intro, and then you all freak out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 40th annual Joe Nall Memorial Fly-In. That's what I'm talking about. That was a good one. Thank y'all. You know, all that sounds great. The problem is I have limited space and I just don't have time to build anymore. How am I going to get into one of those?
Well, you know, the good thing about the Bronco is it can break down into a relatively small size. You can break it down and fit it in the back of an SUV. It's on landing gear, or you can break it all the way down, put the cells off, and really get it into a smaller vehicle. That said,
I got to stop you right there. You do realize that every airplane is breakdownable. Give me the transmitter for 2 minutes and I'll show you the inside piece.
it just depends on how many pieces you want to break them into. So coming across the line here, we have the gas and electric flying together. Both are fully equipped with full spectrum radio systems on board. On the bottom side, electric's on the higher side, gas on the bottom level. Allie Pachucci and David Payne did the pattern, and Chris Champion over here on the right side with his Bronco. He's coming across the line with, again, those Power 180s on board. Inside the Bronco, lots of space for the batteries. Of course, plenty of open space if you're going to run gas. These aircraft are great for fuel. We're in a big fuel here today, right? We have flown this Bronco in some really small areas. And I'm sure Alan will show a little bit of that. But we're going to be doing lots of different flying flight envelopes here. Moves, rolls, slow flying. As you can see now on the deck, Allie doing some nice, smooth, slow flying here. With that little full flap, 4 flaps on board. But there's also available in both just an arc or arc with tracks. And you can get that at different price points. Of course, it's designed as a lot of things for what Allie designed, or the team helps design. It's really diverse power systems, so electric, so gas, and just like other aircraft, we've got multiple options there within the gas line, within the electric line. So this is a printed covering on this Bronco. If you head out for the booth here, you'll see that it's all detailed. The panel line, the rivets, some leathering, it's all built in that printed covering. Sure, you can add your own leathering to it, but a lot of that is done.
Printed covering, go over that one more time.
Yeah, so printed covering, not like your just standard color, and you figure out, if you look at this aircraft, you'll see leathering, you'll see covering, you'll see the panel line.
Years. I want to get blown away just as well as you guys. All right, guys, and also remember, anybody from Spain, we have one rule. For your first noon time at the demo at the Joe Nall, you have to do a slow roll down the deck, and we all score that. Cool? Do it. That's what I like. Let's separate the men from their airplanes, folks. Hey, is everybody having a good time so far? Here in Warner, South Carolina, we've got Chamber of Commerce Women, we got Flying Buddies everywhere with. We got a new time going on like none other in the world. Let's go, folks. let's hear some noise. Boys flew all the way from Spain to come out here and brought this up. Woo. All right, we're going to need louder music for this. This is flying music, guys. Make some noise. We got big wind. We're putting that beautiful laser gun on the deck. Folks, I kid you not, there was rudder input every time it was on the iPad. Hey, we done the slow roll yet? They love you after Texas. That's a good slow roll. Get up that one, folks. Scores, please. 10-10, a little bit half vertical, but very little flat. Those things are not supposed to do with an airplane.
try to fly these airplanes together, borrowed airplanes. They did.
Let me fly. I got it.
They did this down in Florida Jets back in March, and I watched them. They took off. One of the airplanes was mine, and they took off. They immediately hooked up together and flew side by side the whole time. It was actually really well done. God, guys, how many times have you done this? They said, this is the first time they've done it with jets. So
You let them borrow your airplane again?
they did a really good job.
Off to mine.
Yeah, no, we're gonna let them go fly, have some fun, play some music, but I think you'll like it.
Awesome. What's happening, folks? All the way from Germany. Give it up for them, folks. Ray, I'd also like to go on record as saying Mike McConnell did not come up and give me a hug.
Oh, he's on his way now.
Mike, tell me about these airplanes.
These are the current models Rebel Max, biggest in the Rebel lineup. The throat like the Saints, like a 60 that.
My style.
Your style. It's so easy to fly with you for the most part.
Almost. That's the caveat.
Yeah, well, see. Actually, you know what? I've only known you 30 years.
Keep all the best for Charlie. Man, the technology has changed a whole lot.
Yes, they are hard. You've got typical compartments, all they can offer like that. Another comment I should make about the technology is Jeff, it's not all Jeff's thing. Pretty standard.
Skywalker launched his missile without any stabilization. He did it.
Well, yeah, but he had
Mike, what have you been up to lately?
all kinds of stuff. I'm working in the UAV world, doing a lot there, and I'm also one of the US good dude, and he's a genius. He makes things for itself. It's all sitting right here.
One of these airplanes yours?
Mine's sitting down there. I've got my Pisto sitting down at the booth, but none of these sitting out here.
Well, that's one of the yours.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
All right, Ray. Someone's going to get your hand on something like this.
So carbon models you can view on my website, www.carmodels.com. Strictly an online presence. Mike Conville and I are the two sales reps here. You can go online, shop online. We have a quoting system. They're pretty involved projects. We have products that come from different areas depending on like the landing gear, accessories, things like that. So we really want to have that engagement with the customers so they can kind of see what they want to buy, get a good idea of what they want. Reach out to Mike and myself, we'll organize a quote, basically put everything in place and confirm an order and basically create the airplane that you want.
There you go. Factory support like none other. Factory support like none other.
Right. It's something that you can great. It's been at this, honestly, it's been Mike's passion for 40 years. So we'll talk a little bit more about the MIGs when we get the MIGs up. Different options we make, the different levels of building services and that sort of thing. We'll let the kids finish up with the Rebel Maxes and then we talk about the MIGs a little bit more.
Awesome. Now, when we're talking about jets, did the jet patterns thing ever take off?
Yep, they're, as a matter of fact, Mike's pretty involved. They're doing there's maybe 2 or 3 events a year, and they're doing the NATS, I think, in August.
All right, we got the MIGs coming up, right?
Yep, so we have airborne right now, the two MiG-7 proposing for the judges. And after the guys get said and done and any of the judges down there, they're like, I don't know if it gets any better than that. So he's very, very pleased with the results. The MiG-17 is actually something we've done a little bit differently at the factory. We offer it in several different stages of completion. The most common thing we're doing is you buy the kit and then you buy what's called an ARF Plus version of the airplane. That means you're getting the airplane with the landing gear, fuel tank, and tailpipe installed, which is really the way we advocate. It's a pretty complicated set of air doors. It's pretty tricky work to do and pretty time consuming, except we've got the guys at the factory who've been doing it now. They've done about 15 of these airplanes. And they can do it pretty simply. We want to deliver the airplane with success behind it, so the ARF Plus option is something that we're almost all the mix are going to have to do that way. We can also do custom.
Okay, so I'm looking, I know this is something you should never do, because I'm looking down here and I never really thought about that.
Okay, so after the mix, we're going to have two of the young guys, Tyler McCormick and Max, flying the MXS and the 330. And then Marius is going to join in the Fisto. And Fisto is basically, I don't dare say, Andre's flagship sport jet. The guys that have them, if they're a 3D guy, they're going to say it's the best 3D jet that they've ever flown. There's not a lot of them out there, but there's several. And they claim that the Fisto is actually the best 3D jet. Then you go talk to the power community and the guys that are IMAC or precision flyers, and they'll swear up and down, oh no, it's a precision flyer. The fact of the matter is that it's a very good all-around airplane. The combination of precision flying, 3D flying, it's, as I said, I refer to it as Andreas' flagship sport jet.
So that thing is gorgeous. Well, I was way down on the deck and heard it after just running with that airplane. Well, that's the beauty of working with Andreas. You know,
I've been attached to this kit for 19 years. It's been fun watching the products grow, watching him, change the company. He's really changed the industry to some degree. The fascinating part to me is he'll be flying a Flybaby here in just a little bit.
that's yours too?
It's ours also. So he's flying the MiG-17 right now, and then he's going to fly the Flybaby. He did that at Top Gun. He competed at both spectrums. And we have warbirds, we have aerobatic airplanes, we have a portfolio of airplanes that's unlike any other. So I've had a great time with it. I've been involved with it for a long time. I just have a lot of room to fly, play with it, sharing with these guys. It's been a great thing to be a part of.
Now let's kick it back, but are you guys still producing some of the older airplanes, the 330s and stuff like that? The GB?
We still have the GB, we still have the P-51, the Spitfire. The 330LX over there is kind of an extension of the aerobatic airplanes. The Rob Holland scheme airplane here, the MXS, is a fairly new release, but it's basically an old airplane. It's great, it's updated, it's changed the way it does things, rolls it up, a little more performance. We got Max 1,
That brings back memories there. That's pretty crazy. The first time I was getting ready for the TOC was when you guys debuted that, and it just went boom.
Yeah, I actually remember that. I knew Andreas because he started to talk about back in the time. That part, then all of a sudden I realized he's out there with TOC. I didn't realize the scale of aerobatic. Again, his ability and his modeling interest is across the board.
It's still a rarity to have a guy like that. Plus the engineering background.
Yeah, he's got the hands in every one of these airplanes. He doesn't calmly rebel. Old people, stuff like that. He's involved with every one. The Flybaby was called 10 years ago. He said, I want to what looks like the good airplane.
That's the father.
Yes, we go over cameras. You're wearing something. The bank was standing on there. And we're talking Top Gun where some of the nicest airplanes on the planet is competing for competition. And we're putting up awards. Here's the highest choice of that. So you've got 100 Perfect. There's David looking at me like, really? So, yeah, that's an all-composite airplane.
Well, give one more big round of applause for Ollie and Andrea. Great job, guys. Well, you guys just have your hands in
Andreas, of course, he's known Walter Extra for years. That started as a conversation between he and Andreas as far as, how to put the servos out in the tank, put the servos in the tank, et cetera. And Walter said, have you ever thought about putting all that stuff in the middle of the area? The center of mass over the center of gravity. How would that change the launch? So he went back, and if you look, there are no servos in the tail, there are no servos in the tail. All the servos, very complicated. All underneath the not even know the very competitive competitors.
Yeah, you don't have to reverse the math on the servos. Folks, let's make some noise for these guys. We're sitting there walking, I think we got a jet hovering. We got a couple of guys that want to think with the prop job. Only in Joe Nall.
Yeah, this is fun. They're having a great time here. It's nice to see, Tyler's 23, Dominic is 19, Mario's 22, Max is similar, 325 turbo, which makes about 60 pounds of thrust.
All right, here. So this is power with the 114 It's available on This is the third year flying. There's a lot of times that a Harley Express really get going.
Why not have a difference between jack? And everybody's thinking there's no way this is going to work. A big round motor's got to be draggy and all that. He really changed the industry for a while there. And he's been looking for a biplane. Those rascals came out. I'll never forget a huge one that he had. But this has just been a sweetheart of a plane.
Yeah, absolutely. This platform's been very, very good. It's based off of the model cell. Several versions of it. Every time you can develop something, compared to the previous gen.
Now let's talk about who's flying that again.
This is Lane Walker flying now.
Where's Lane out of?
Lane is out of Tennessee.
13?
13. He's been flying for 3 years now.
He's got quite a resume already. 3 times with the Joe Nall.
He does. He's got a pretty good on very quick and precise. Very, very precise.
You got to have some servos and everything there, right?
We have everything available.
Rocky, you need to come here, man. Man, it's good. You got a plane that wasn't apparently big enough to do that much. Get another plane. I've never heard anything negative about you ever. It's rare in this industry, brother.
Thank you so much, Bob. It's wonderful to be here, Joe Nall with everybody, and enjoy all the airplanes and the fellowship here we have is awesome.
That's what it's all about. How long have you been with Flex?
Coming up on 5 years with Flex. It's a wonderful place to be. Great aircraft, great support. Interport team.
Absolutely. Great people, too. Is Dave Ruby here?
He's not here this time.
Can you tell him? Kick him in the shins for me, will you?
Oh, we definitely have one.
So if the guy wants to get one, a hold of one of these things, if we got it, what do we do? I gotta tell you, man, the young men stroke the G. You do the 10E and the small one is the tiny.
And then we have the 60E and now the 70cc as well. So these are being flown as electric today.
That means cue the music. DJ, hit the music. Like a well-oiled machine. Only at the Joe Nall, folks. TK Bowman Jr. and Seth Arnold, guys.
There goes the Viper. All
These jets are flying the Powerbox Core radio with a Powerbox power management system. And Antonio and Dwayne will be doing stuff I can't even do in the simulator yet. Well, every day they're working hard to fight regulation. We have a new cycle to the FAA authorization coming up. We're going to try to get some of these regulations eased up a little bit. And they're in Washington, D.C. or on the phone with D.C. all the time trying to do the best they can for us. Uh-oh, we got a crash cart.
Missed it by that much. Ladies and gentlemen, who joins with me saying that is the simple, single greatest slow roll ever at the Joe Nall? Give it up for him. Ouchie. John Bradley, please report. You guys are going to hear a really loud clap or the most expensive boom you've ever heard. Yeah, we heard one. We'll do another. It's the Joe Nall. They make noise. Nice. Folks, y'all liking this? If I spent that much money on a turbine, there's no way I'd shut that up. Emrich. Hey, Emrich. Yeah, that is fun. Perfect. I like Christmas beer, man. Finally, you got the Christmas side of it now.
Oh yeah, Christmas looks good. And anybody who's on a Christmas band, Interstellar Echoes, they play all over the Southeast Christmas guitars. They play the music of Pink Floyd. It's a fantastic show. You should check it out sometime.
All right, you guys flying the music or just going?
I think we're going to fly to me talking.
Oh, that's even better.
Well, that's music.
All right, so the Bushmaster, it looks like it's going to be easy to assemble, like all your stuff.
These aircraft are very the toughest thing you'll have to do is stick in the control horns and put in your first one gear.
I would complain about that. But knowing you guys would just call up, like, you mean I got to use a screwdriver in this thing?
And a little bit of epoxy.
Send it back, Saturn, we'll handle it.
So these are covered in ultra coat. These are covered in ultra coat. You can find spare covering and it knocks up around the top. These aircraft are, as you can see, extremely lightweight. They will do the full suite of aromatics. We love having aircraft that don't look aromatic, but will do all of the precision and the excellent movements. And if you get a chance this week, look for the Bushmaster 140-inch on floats. We've had that on the main pond and on the 3D pond as well.
Okay, speaking of aromatics, that biplane looks like it's a precision flight. It's got the extended fuse like it should be. It looks like it should fly great.
So what Chris and I did is we took the styling of the Waco and we cut it apart in 3D sketches and put it back together as long as that was.
You go.
It's long, it's graceful, it's light, it's a joy to fly. And here in a minute, I think we'll probably get a ripping vertical on it.
But did you see how my trained eye picked up on that?
Absolutely very trained eye. You've been doing
All I see is the gorgeous face, the chiseled abs.
and we're all impressed, but obviously you're a great critic of RC aircraft as well.
I've been watching for a long time.
So that big old Bushmaster dripping vertical, that's a 120cc desert aircraft engine in that, and there goes the bite dripping vertical of the PA200.
Okay, so the big question is, what's the biggest engine somebody's putting in one of the Bushmasters so far? So 170 for sure.
Well, we actually have a couple of customers that are putting turbines in it.
What else would you do?
Well, Tim Hanstein has one of these 140-inch Bushmasters he flies on an 8-kilowatt electric setup on floats. It's absolutely fantastic.
What have you guys done as far as the line? You guys started out with something smaller than that. You started building on that.
Whatever we can do, I call it these two aircraft we actually sell under our legacy brand name, which is our 718 brand. All of them built by so these aircraft we have oversized ailerons, so we get a high roll rate on that as well. Both of these aircraft are extremely nicely mannered. If you're a sport flyer, either one of these would be a great choice. They are very polite.
Now, one thing I got to give you guys props on too is the schemes that you guys use. None of them are like stupid. You guys kill them.
Well, you know, we start out for every aircraft with about 100 concepts, and we narrow it down, and we spend time, and Chris and I look at them, and eventually I think we come up with something that's all right. They're sweet.
The CA200 is full song. There's nothing better.
It's one of the best sounds in the whole house. Of course, that muscle bite has the classic Franklin Rocco scheme on it. His aircraft was black and silver, but when you're using covering, you don't want to use all black aircraft, so we went for that, the right red.
Shows up great. That'd be a good IMAX plane.
Oh, yeah.
Now, get out of this for a minute. Is IMAX still going big?
It's big with the guys in the game.
Okay. So no.
Well, you have to ask them. We wish them all the best of luck. We love to see those contests get going, and they work really hard on their membership every year. And of course, we love to produce aircraft that work well for their contests. And we just introduced speaking of precision, this week we introduced our Vanquish Mark II, which is our refreshed and revised two-meter all-wheel pattern aircraft.
I have one of the real small
So you see that these aircraft, they fly just fine. And the biplane.
For during noon times, if you watch the pilots and you watch their knees, when they're getting in trouble, when they start putting body angles back, that means you need to move back.
Oh yeah, you see them get the fingers on the stand. One time, I do that all the time. Every time I fly it's really solid and very good. We do turbulence development. Right. We also make the biplane an electric size, and we make it in a 85-inch size, which is good for a 70, 70, or I like it on the
Let's hear some clapping on that, folks. You all want to hear it? We know there's screenplays coming up. It's going to be good.
Oh, thanks so much. So the Bushmaster is available now. We're introducing new sizes of the Bushmaster later in the year. We're bringing out the 35cc. The 70cc muscle bike is available now, and this bigger one will be available. You know, it's so crazy right now, we don't even take pre-orders. And if somebody says, when is it coming in, we always add this to the end of it. It's coming in winter.
That's what I'm waiting for. Plus, you don't see many of those. Nobody knows that. I know it because there's one off.
Yeah. So, yeah, right now, the red muscle bike 110 inch is the only one flying. Mine's in the box. Blue. So I want to invite everyone to do some by our tent on the Vendor Road. Check out all these aircraft.
You guys are back there this year?
We're right back there next to the ice cream station. And we love to talk to you about aircraft and try to send you over for them.
You guys just live and breathe it, don't you?
Yeah, 24/7, 365. We're terrible at it. definitely do come down to the pond and watch the same big Bushmaster model on the floats. It's a great show. Thank you guys. Great fun.
All right, folks, let's give it up for Extreme Flight. Thank you so much. You better come hug my neck, please. I'll just get
This is a story of dedication that's like no other. And we're just proud to know and proud to sponsor. Jace is flying one of our 104-inch extra NG freestyle airplanes with the Desert Aircraft DA-120, and we're going to let him do his stuff.
Who's the DJ here? I wouldn't want that job for $1 million. Track 6? Folks, I think we have a new champion, Slow Roll King, on that one. When has a sailplane, what do you do?
I just stand around and watch that.
You know anything about this plane?
I know that it's a Karf model kibbutz. Andreas, did I pronounce that properly? Kibbutz? Yeah, guess so, yeah. 85. Got a King Tech 102 turbine. And of course, guided by the Spectrum IX-20 rating.
In a box.
In a box. That's an old school. So you and I know that.
Oh. No, I gotta say, all right, the crowd said something about a slow roll. I'm begging you not to. It's the stupidest thing you could possibly imagine to do, Holly. I wouldn't do it. No way would I do a slow roll.
How would I do it?
Another thing I love about Ollie is turbines have one speed. It's on the on and off switch.
Yeah, pretty much. Once the turbine ignites, once it goes, the only time it slows down.
What's the worst that happens? It's a glider, right?
Could be.
Downwind, power off, yeah. Very nice. Now, the crowd just keeps pushing for a slow roll. I've seen it's the craziest thing. That'll separate the men from their airplane. All right, what kind of flight controls we got in this?
This is being controlled by the Spectrum IX-20.
All right, we got 20 channels now.
It is a 20 channel transit. I don't know if he's using all 20.
Big change. So what's new and exciting from Horizon?
Oh boy. They've got a lot of stuff coming out. These guys got a lot of new products. New blue and white seeds. Hanging on that, maybe 10 rounds, which hopefully will be shipping again here shortly.
That whole thing there, what you got going for, buddy? That's where that engineer is there.
There you go. King Tech K35 that produces 10 pounds of thrust. Look at the performance with just 10 pounds of thrust.
Plenty of yeehaw in that one.
Better believe it. 260,000 RPM.
Jeff, you and I go back in turbines. Every time I've flown one of your turbines, what happens?
Motor quits.
Engineer by trade, right?
There you go.
That's programming. That's what that is. All right, dead stick landing. Downwind, I hope. Come on, Lee. You can do the slow roll now. You can do it. Slow pass, go. Now, according to the rule of the law, while it was flying as a turbine, it never went over 250. When it was a glider, there's no rules. Makes sense to me. The engine fell off. Oh, you can't fool me on that one. I've seen that one before, Ollie. Nice try. So the king of giving people guff, are you? No. Oh, he's backing it up now. You'd have a better time than I did if we switched. I promise. Hoist the land. Load that. All right, line it up on final. Again, we really like to thank Ollie for bringing it out and flying it. Folks, what y'all think of this demo so far? Wasn't that cool? Indeed. Let's have one more big round of applause for all the pilots and all the guys that put up all their airplanes during the noontime demo. We're going to be doing